Hello everyone, today I'll be analyzing some gameplay for you guys.
Birdie, birdie, birdie.
A lot of important stuff has already happened. Did you catch it all? Let's break it down just in case you didn't. Starting off from just the title screen here, you can see a lot of stuff. You see the first bolt spawns on the right, and since I'm BB, I want to speed there as fast as I can. I also see the opponent has a BB, so she will be trying to get it as well. But since the BB on the top is on the left side of the screen, that means that she will be further away from the bolt since she spawns on the left, while I'm in the middle, which means that I should get the first bolt if I move correctly. Now this part is pretty simple. Basically, you need to be the first one to get the swing. Basically, whoever hits the other opponent will get the bolt and probably secure the kill as well. If your opponent, however, is a Mortis or Carl, they will almost always guarantee the first bolt. So in this scenario, it's better to not rush the first bolt and die, and instead maintain control in the mid. Now let's just rewatch that clip so you can see it all happening.
Birdie, birdie, birdie.
So what I actually do here is pretty important later on. So basically, instead of using the bubble to kill another opponent, I shoot it upwards to hit the Ike. The main reason I do this is because I know the opponent has a Lu on their team, and Lu is like the best siege defender in the game. And when we look at our comp, we don't have the best offense anyways, so we take any damage we can get. Now at this point in the game, I'm somewhat trying to avoid collecting bolts, as you see right here. Although I die in the process, the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to try to ensure that we get the last siege bot, since that's the most important one. If we get the second siege bot, it's hard to go all in because we know that they can come back and make a huge bot for the final push. And as you can see right now, we win at level 10 siege bot, and the opponent has 9 bolts with them. That's why I throw the angry face. Unfortunately, I am playing with random, so it's hard to convey this to them, so I don't blame them for it, but it's tough to deal with at this point. Also here, we got somewhat lucky since the Lu didn't have a super on him at the time, and so basically I go all in. Unfortunately, the Edgar doesn't get it, but basically we only have a choice to go all in since they have 10 bolt lead to 2, and it's almost guaranteed that they win this next bot. So basically, by going all in, we get as much damage as we can. So despite us collecting more bolts than them this round, as I said earlier from the last round, we wouldn't win this bot anyway since they already had 9 bolts stacked from the last round, so all they needed was 1 or 2 to win. Now this will be a really hard bot to defend against since they can go all in with no worries. So at this point, the most threatening opponent to dealing damage is the Lu, and I know that Edgar is going to do well defending the bot. So I end up going to the Lu, and I realize I'm 1 shot away from super. Once I get it, I immediately go for damage on the Ike, since I know that every little damage will count, since they will probably beat that damage. And now you look at it, and you can see that we win by just 4%, and yeah, that's all thanks to all the bubbles we shot earlier.